With the last and the best topic, which is perfecting your pitch, and I welcome Vikas to take it up from here.
So Anil conveniently has taken away most of my speech, right? And I have really nothing left to say. So what I do is, it actually covered quite a lot of interesting points, and okay. So I'll try to keep it shorter so that we have some time left for questions. I've realized that all of us, we think we're very smart and we keep taking a lot of sessions and then we just don't leave any time for questions. So I'll try to keep it a bit shorter. Right? I think the key takeaway from Anil's session, and which is where we should start, is that 10x figure. Right? He's done all the dirty, so I have to typically explain why investor is not greedy and why 10x is what is required in the system. So now that we understand that a 10x is required, and remember understating, at 10x that guy is just going to make a 20% return, right? But I don't want to. If I have to raise one more fund, I'm going to actually need more returns. So 10x is the bare minimum I'm looking at. So basically what it means in simple terms is, if your story doesn't look like a $1 billion story, I'm not interested, right? So I look at a lot of pitches and a lot of people keep asking this question that I have a steady business, then why will people not fund me? The problem is I'm not looking for a steady business, then I'll invest in the share market. 17% in a steady business is a much more sensible thing to do than put money in a steady business which has only 1/3 chance of even succeeding, leave alone returning money. Okay. So the key here is that every investor is looking for a $1 billion story. Plus remember what Anil said, that at the end, the other factor to remember is that guy is human. He has to compete with his partners, he has to go back, raise more funds. So there is a thrill value, or inherently there is a show off or whatever you say to create a $1 billion story. So if I was part of a $1 billion story, the chances that I will be able to raise my next round of fund is very high. Right? So overall, whichever way you look at it, the key is, if my pitch, it doesn't look like a $1 billion story, I am not getting funded. Right? So the question which arises is, how do I make my pitch a $1 billion story? Or overall, how does my story look like a $1 billion story? If my story $1 billion story nahi hai, so how will my pitch look like a $1 billion story? So there comes the first thing. And as a lot of the first timers I've seen, the story which we create is usually very small. Right? The market or the projections which we are making, or the understanding or the area we are targeting is so small that there's no way on earth anybody can imagine you'll ever make a $1 billion story. So for example, today morning itself, just before this session, and that's why I got a bit late, right? I met somebody who's in the solar power sector, solar energy sector. What he wants to do is, so there are companies which manufacture solar panels, and there are individuals, rather freelancers, who install the solar panels. The installer, because of the competition in the market, gets a margin about 6 to 8%. Fair? Right? The market of installation of solar panels is expected to be about 5-10,000 crores in the next year. So this year maybe about 10,000 crores ka market hai. So market looks very big, right? 10,000 crores ka market hai. 6% is what the installer gets. What this guy is trying to do is, he's trying to get them connected, and he's going to take 1 to 2% out of that story. So he will find a guy who needs solar panels, he'll find an installer who's willing to do the thing, connect both of them, take 1 or 2% out of it. What do you think? Come on guys, what do you think?
No.
Invest? कौन कर रहा है invest? Nobody? क्या बात कर रहे? But guys, okay, so I have at least 1% of my idea. Right? So what do you think is the problem with this study? There is competition. There's a lot of competition. Anything else?
Anyone can do it. Differentiation. There is no differentiation.
There is no entry barrier. He's just doing aggregation. The key is, it doesn't look like a $1 billion story, right? आप कितना भी इसको इक्वेशन को स्केल करा लो, $1 billion स्टोरी नहीं लगता, राइट? Does it look like a $1 billion story? Right? How many installers will you get? How many people will you be able to convince to put panels? Right? But he's convinced. So as I was discussing, what I realized was, all of the startups what are having, they compare with other things. So he's saying if Flipkart can do it, ultimately Flipkart is still doing the same. Model तो different नहीं है ना. Vendors से कपड़े लाए, and he's selling to somebody else. This is what he's also doing. So if Flipkart can succeed, why can't he succeed? And therefore, from his perspective, it looks like a $1 billion story to him. Right? Where the flaw is known, we assume that things translate very well, but they don't. क्यों? क्योंकि deciding a 500 rupees का कपड़ा is very different from taking a decision of putting solar panels worth 500 crores. You think I'm going to go to this guy to find an installer for me for a 500 crore worth of installation? No. Therefore, the addressable market is not 10,000 crores. It's only maybe 500 crores because the rest are all large installations. And the large installation guy is not going to come to this guy. Just as if I want to buy clothes for a marriage, which is typically a bigger amount, I will not go to Flipkart. So nobody buys marriage stuff. So I'm just attending a marriage next week, right? My wife has not bought anything from Flipkart. She's not bought anything online. Because if you're going to buy dresses of 15,000-20,000 rupees, you're not going to buy from Flipkart. So the market changes, right? But as startups, as you know, our pitch, we still stick to the story that agar generally, aggregators make $1 billion, so I will also make $1 billion. So the first point is you have to understand your story, and you have to be able to clearly see that the story is a $1 billion story, right? And if you don't feel it, right, it is not. And if it is not, the investor is also not going to feel it's a $1 billion story. So lot of stories, right, look very great on paper, but as you start thinking, you realize it's not a $1 billion story. So yes, sir, argument, so one of the typical arguments most of the startups make is India has $1.2 billion population. If only 0.001% take my product and I earn 200 rupees for the product, right? Just maths, yeah, it's pure $1 billion story, right? Don't do this. Any pitch which bases a number on a percentage, right, of some global earth, it will never work. Why doesn't this work? It seems logical, right? That I'll be able to convince some percentage of India to buy. Why is it not logical? What is the flaw here?
Acquiring those many customers.
अकेले में acquire कर रहे हैं. That it's okay. I'm asking money for acquiring only, na. No, it is the market, na. So suppose I'm selling English. Let's say. No. See, let's go back. So let's say, you understand the point. So let's say I'm selling language courses for English, Hindi to English. Now I say that the population of India is whatever. Finally, there are 50 lakh people who need to learn English. Let's assume that's true. 50 lakh people need to learn English. So then my argument is 1% of them will come to me, right? Why is this a flawed model? Is the question I'm asking.
Cost of getting that communicating to the 1%.
अरे वही तो उसी के लिए तो पैसा मांग रहा हूँ. तो cost तो included है ही ना.
There can be various factors that will drive their decision to really. It's not
So
just
to cut the long story short, the point is look at the e-commerce market. Flipkart does how much? GMV? Some 7 billion or some arbit figure. Take the top 5. The 6th does how much? Right? It will be less than 500 million. In the markets which we are talking, in the startup and the newer markets, it typically is winner takes it all, or broadly the top 2-3 take it all. So either you are going to take 80% of the market, or you are going to take 0% of the market. There are very few people who are going to take 1 or 2% of the market. And therefore arguments where you say I will take 1% of the market is a flawed model, because in reality it doesn't happen. So a better strategy is to say I'll take 80% of the market. Either he will say you are a fool, or he'll believe you. But it makes sense, right? Taking 1% of the market never makes sense because nobody takes 1% of the market. So what I'm trying to say, get back to the story, when you're projecting $1 billion story, it has to make credible sense. These vague Excel sheet arguments of, year 1 I will grow at 38%, year 2 43%, and you do a drag drop and suddenly the figure starts looking at, you do 1,000 crores revenue. These are all bullshit, right? And investors while investors are clueless, they understand that this is bullshit, right? उसमें कोई ambiguity नहीं है. So stories cannot be of these flimsy nature. Again, stories saying that I'll compete with Flipkart is a very bad idea, right? A lot of people come to, I've talked to, somebody is writing a search engine and he says, I'll beat Google, right? Is that possible? Yes, it is definitely possible. I give full credit to everybody. You have every right to beat Google. After Google also beat Yahoo. So there's no reason why you can't beat Google. The problem is not whether you can beat Google or not. The problem is, does the investor believe you can beat Google or not? Right? That is the crux of the problem. Now, most of the investors don't believe you can beat Google. Right? So what does this teach us? The story you are making of $1 billion cannot be on the ground that you are going to take away market from the market leader. So saying that you give me 100 crores, I have an e-commerce project and I will beat Flipkart and therefore I will become $1 billion is a very bad idea. Your $1 billion story must cover some new space where the leader is not completely emerged, right? Or there is space, availability enough for multiple $1 billion people to emerge, right? Taking away from everybody else, and the argument कि बाकी लोग उससे तो खरीदेंगे नहीं because Flipkart का काला रंग का इंटरफेस है, मेरा सफेद रंग का रहेगा, and statistically 33% more people go to white interfaces, therefore people will come to me is very weak argument. And believe it, yes, so you might find this funny, but these are actual arguments made every day to me. Anil will agree and all the other people. Arguments, what is the difference between me and the other guy? Oh, I'm on PHP, this guy is on .NET. So what? These are actual genuine arguments made by people. Flipkart does not allow you to directly drag the product into the basket. I have innovated and I directly let you, which saves 0.01% of your time. And therefore people will move to me. I'm sorry, they will never move to me. So why am I telling you all this? Right? Because you already have a story in place, right? The key is most of us do not understand a story or tune the story such that it meets two conditions. A, it looks like $1 billion story, and B, the investor believes it's $1 billion story. ये दोनों point हम कर नहीं पाते, and that is the reason why most of our decks are not even seen by the investor, because at first glance itself it doesn't look like $1 billion story. So can everything be $1 billion story? Right? So a lot of people again come back and say, यार मेरा तो manufacturing है, how can it ever be $1 billion story? 10% return. Same like this solar guy, it doesn't look like $1 billion story. But believe me, from my experience, and this is my personal opinion, every story, if twisted enough, if thought enough, can become $1 billion story. It can be in any space. Every space can become $1 billion story. You have to understand enough or change your story enough to make it look like $1 billion story. Right? Like for example, this solar walai, just to extend that, the obvious market which will start, it might still not look like $1 billion, but better than the current story, is the biggest challenge in the solar panel story is what? The investment in the solar panels. Right? Now there are investors available in the market who take the risk of that solar panels, and they will give you the unit per some rupees. So internally, if your cost is rupees 4, he will charge, let's say, 2 rupees extra and give you at 6 rupees per unit, and he will take the complete risk of the cost, everything. Now, if I twist this story a little bit and say, मेरा installation का story नहीं है, my story is, I will get you the investor, right? So you need solar energy, I'll get you the investor, I'll get you the whole structured out, so you have to pay per unit. You don't have to take risk. suddenly this story starts looking more credible. Because I see a market of finding investors. Because it's obvious, it's not going to be very easy to find an investor. Investor is not going to sit next door, right? An investor could be from anywhere, right? So while installer is local, investor could be sitting in Trivandrum while I want the installation in Pune. So therefore, the story starts now looking more credible. And yet you're in the same space. So that's what I'm trying to say. When you start making your deck or your pitch, first make sure your story at least looks $1 billion. Rest, तो आगे सोचेंगे. But if your story itself doesn't look like $1 billion and you can't convince yourself that it will ever become $1 billion, please do not make the pitch. Right? It's not going to work. Okay? Does that make sense? Let's go ahead. So we understood the importance of $1 billion story. Second, so let's look at some more things while making pitch. The team. The team, many of the investors will tell, or maybe I didn't attend all the sessions, so they could have a discussion on this. Everybody will tell you the investor bets not on the idea, but on the team. Because everything changes in 5 years. The only thing which doesn't change is the team. Right? Anil mentioned the idea, whatever you will start with 6 months later, you will 100% change the idea. Right? Flipkart did, Myntra did, Snapdeal did, Oyo Rooms did. Right? There's hardly anybody who hasn't changed his idea. So chances are very high you're going to change the idea. The only thing which is going to be constant is the team. And therefore the investor is going to make sure that he's investing in a great team. Because step 1, you have $1 billion idea. Step 2, do you have the capability to make it $1 billion idea? So step 1, I have convinced the investor that this space is $1 billion. Step 2, now he's questioning, okay, somebody will become big in this space. Are you the person? Do you have the execution capability? Right. So therefore, the team becomes very important. Now what is this to do with the pitch, since you already have a team? No, team is not constant currently. If your team doesn't gel with your idea, please start looking for more co-founders, rechange the team. And then you will have very few opportunities to succeed. So just because 4 friends got together in a dormitory and decided ki bas, chalo, we will make this, and then you want to stick to the same team, it might be a very philanthropic idea, but it might not be a very practical idea. So you need to go back and see whether your team gels with the idea or not, and whether your team gets reflected in that pitch or not. So for example, right, if you're a single founder, it's difficult to make a good pitch out of it. Right? A lot of investors will question कि how will a single investor make it successful? Or worse, उसको ये डर लगता है कि I don't want to put all my eggs on one basket. If that single guy runs away or भगवान न करे कुछ हो गया, then what? So from a pitch perspective, I'm very clear that my team has to look solid. Right? So not only do I need co-founders, I need a partner to help maybe my technology. I need advisors. I need a board. Right? The whole team ka setup should start looking strong. So, for example, if you have, somebody good in your advisory board, or somebody, who's been there or who's done that, it makes a difference. Right? If you have a tech co-founder, it makes a difference. Right? So, as you prepare your pitch, question your team. See whether your team can be justified in the pitch strong enough to be able to actually make that $1 billion story. If not, you need to do something about your team. Okay? Does that make sense? Because I've seen a lot of people, in fact I'll tell you, some investors, they don't disclose it, but I know many of the investors internally have decided they do not want to invest in any company which has only one founder. Right? Obviously they won't disclose it publicly. Right? There are investors which have decided never to invest beyond IIT. So what I'm saying is, इतना ज़्यादा उनको team important है, and therefore we have to be also clear that we have the right team. ठीक है? Moving forward. So the one thing which you have to convert to your favor is what I call the flavor of the market. Right? As you realize that most of the investors are clueless of what's really going on. They have the basic maths, but the market itself is so crazy that there's not really too many clues. Right? So they usually go in what is called a herd mentality, or what I call the flavor of the market, which means that when e-commerce companies were getting invested, you'll see tons of e-commerce companies getting invested. Right? Today, suddenly when Oyo Rooms got invested, you saw Zo Rooms, Hostel, everybody in that space getting invested. And before that, nobody, it's such a simple idea. Nobody got invested in that space. And now again, nobody will be. Right? So ये flavor of the season चलता है. At any given point of time, there are some flavors going around in the market. And right, if you are able to, in your pitch, cater that flavor, right, chances of funding becomes dramatically high. For example, it's very obvious, like one of the flavors which is going around is IoT. Right? So yesterday somebody was talking to me about big data. I said, देखो, big data is a good story. Can you put IoT into this? He says, yeah, कुछ तो होके चल जाएगा. Big data plus IoT is an awesome combination today to get funded. Right? So what I'm trying to say is, barring the funniness, there is a lot of opportunity to be able to move your idea a little bit closer to the flavor of the month and accordingly pitch that, right? For example, right, as I said, the IoT. The other thing is like analytics is a hot space now. Right? Now analytics can be incorporated in a lot of ideas, right? And that suddenly the same story, which doesn't look so great, might look great because you have analytics in it, and the investor either has a mandate or he wants to invest in something related to analytics. Right? Because, like for example, big data के the funds बन गए India में, there are certain funds which only invest in big data, right? Or they have a mandate कि नहीं, we must have at least 2 companies in the big data space. So those are the opportunities which you can tap if you're in the flavor of the month session, right? And if you look around, there are a lot of flavors which keep floating around any given time, 5, 10. The crux is how you can convert your story into closer to the flavor of the month season. Right? Like there's this last mile delivery is going to be something which is going to be a flavor in the next 1 year, right? Because everybody set up e-commerce, तो वो story over हो गई. Everybody set up logistics, वो story over हो गई. Warehouse तक आ गया, warehouse से घर तक का delivery का very few people have yet figured out the whole story. So there is going to be a huge opportunity in last mile delivery. So when I was talking to one of the startups, they were confused between a logistics story and a last mile delivery story. By the way, both stories are different. I hope you understand the logistics story is not the same as the last mile delivery story. Right? And they were not sure which direction to go. Should they go to the logistics story or should they go to the last mile delivery? Because they had made technology which was compatible with both. Right? After discussions, we rebranded it as a last mile delivery story. We said we are very clear, we are not in the logistics space, we are only in the last mile delivery space. Right? So it's practical, it's simple. Yeah? If I can go with the flavor, chances of me getting funded is going to be higher. Right? Okay? Any questions till now? Are we clear? Right? Certain other facts so that I can close faster. Right? As I said, advisors. Okay. The other things, so some of the problems in the pitches and how we can sort out some problems. One of the things I've seen in pitches, I don't have any direct competition. Right? Please don't do that. Everybody has competition. And I'm very scared, if you don't have competition, the idea stupid to nahi hai. How come nobody else is in that space? Itna dramatic idea hai कि nobody has heard of it, and yet this guy is only asking me for 1 crore, 2 crores. He's not yet understood the potential of the idea. Right? So all of them don't gel. You are saying you have just done a startup, you have just passed from college, and now you have a groundbreaking idea which there's no competition in the whole world. Huh? और उसके लिए 1 ही करोड़ चाहिए. Right? It doesn't make sense. Right? And again I said, even if it makes sense, it doesn't make sense to the investor. See, बार-बार ये समझो, I never talk about truth. I only talk about what the investor believes in. The investor is not going to believe that you have an idea which has no competition. ऐसा नहीं होता है. Right? So please, if you do not have any competition, it means that you have either not researched enough or you really don't understand the space. For example, if you're going to like I was talking about a couple of weeks back to somebody who's doing lassi. So he's going to have paper boat hai na, paper boat jaisa, but he's going to do cold coffee and lassi, things like that. So he says there's no competition, right? Because nobody actually does cold coffee like paper boat does. Agreed, point valid hai, and lassi bhi nahi hai वैसे, agreed. But when I go to the shop, I have a choice between Pepsi and lassi, right? And therefore there is competition, right? Just because nobody sells lassi in a packed environment does not mean you do not have competition. Same वो नारियल पानी का, I saw a lot of people in between ना ये craze आया था, 3-4 company started, they were selling this packed नारियल पानी, and they said this is a $1 billion story. Everybody has नारियल पानी, but pack कोई बेच रहा नहीं है, तो obvious story है. एक भी, none of them survived. If it is a $1 billion story, how come nobody survived? Because there is always competition, right? You have to understand. Pepsi itself claims, I think Pepsi and Coke gave a statement. My biggest competitor in India is Nimbu Pani, because every Indian has the choice of having Nimbu Pani at home or ordering a Pepsi. So you have to understand that competition is always there. Just because we don't understand the competition doesn't mean it's not there. So please do some soul searching when you're doing a pitch. Make sure you mention the competition and make sure you qualify and show that there is competition, right? The obvious way of saying कि नहीं कोई competition है, please don't do that. Immediately the investor feels that बस इसको कुछ पता नहीं है क्या market चल रहा है, and this guy is really seriously believing that there is no competition. ठीक है, so keep that in mind. The second thing is projections, right? I have seen both pessimistic projections and optimistic projections. There was one company in Bombay which he came to me for some advice about 3 years back, and he was going to do some spa in vans, right? So he was saying कि जब all these guys who travel from the airport to the hotel का कार जाता है, hotel का कार या van जाता है. So while they are coming in Bombay, so let's say that's a 1-hour journey, there will be a spa there, and the hotel can give that as a value-added service. Ki while you are wasting your time 1 hour to come and Bombay ka traffic hai, right? You will get a massage. Possibly the hotel would subsidize it. ठीक है, interesting idea. I'm not discussing the idea. Let's assume that it's a good idea. The guy projected 97% profits. So after 3 years, he said, I'll earn some 100 crores, out of which 97 crores will be profit. Right? And he showed some costs and all 3 crores. So I said, look, I'm not questioning the right or wrong. Maybe you are right. Maybe you can make so much profit. The point is, I don't know a single company which makes 97% profit. In fact, I don't know any company which even makes 50% profit. Right? If not a single company is able to make 50% profit, how do you convince the investor that you are that one smart guy in the whole world which can make 97% profit? मैं बोला, even if you can now, अभी मत लिखो, you write 40% profit. जब पैसा मिल जाएगा, if you're able to do 97% profit, great, and your valuation will be astronomical. और पैसा तो इन्वेस्टर 40% में भी दे देगा. Told him, and I walked away. After 3 days, he wrote me a mail. I'm sorry, Vikas, I recrunched my numbers, and I still see 97% profit, and I'll stick with that. I said, go ahead. And again, I'm not saying I'm right. But I'm saying the investor will not agree. That I'm clear. Anil, are you investing in such a company?
I would love to.
So, the numbers have to be realistic. Right? Again, the numbers should not be on the so low that it doesn't make sense. Because 10x profit ka story. So, if you do mathematical calculations, if you do not have a 20, 30, 40 crore profit after 5 years, or you don't have revenues of 200, 300 crores, there's no way he's going to make 10x return, right? So basic thumb rule says that any company where you are projecting revenues of less than 50 crore, हाँ, so a basic thumb rule is 200, 250, 300 crore अगर आपका revenue नहीं आ रहा 5 साल में, change the company, change the space, change the deck or do something, but don't send it out, right? Because There's no way on earth it's going to get funded. Right? The reverse is also true. People do projections कि मैं 1 करोड़ उठा के 1000 करोड़ की कंपनी बना लूंगा. ऐसा नहीं होता है. और अगर होता है तो वो विश्वास नहीं करेगा. Right? So please don't do reverse crazy thing that I can with just 1 crore of investment I can do a 500 crore thing and all and everything. It doesn't work. People need investments and you have to be rational. So something like a 200-250 crores of revenue or up to let's say 500 crore revenue makes logical sense. Something like profits of anywhere between 30 to 100 crores makes sense. A 20 to 30% EBITDA makes sense. Beyond that, it starts getting into realms of speculation, right? And then you are very, very highly going to be questioned. So stick to logical things, even if you think that you are way, way beyond all this. Don't display it now. Get 2 rounds of funding, then go back and tell the investor, "Boss, I made a fool out of you. Actually, I can do much more." He'll like you, don't worry. Right? So very, very careful about your investment, about your projection. Right? Next thing, how much are we asking for? And now that's a big, big, big thorny issue by which your whole story can completely get destroyed. So you are saying, I want to compete with Flipkart and I want 50 lakhs. Please don't do it. Right? You have to understand the market you are. Right? If, for example, you want to compete with Flipkart, you should at least be asking anywhere between 50 to 100 crores to start off with. Minimum. Right? उससे ज़्यादा मांग लो हिम्मत है तो, right? और उससे कम तो नहीं मांग सकते. So based on the market you are in, based on the space you are in, you have to be realistic about the amount of money you require. You cannot change the world with 25 lakhs. Right? It is very tough to change the world with 25 lakhs. Right? So what do we miss out? How come we are able to project a growth of 50 with 50 lakhs? It's very simple. A lot of the tech companies, what they do is, ये वाला टेक्नोलॉजी है, ये प्लेटफॉर्म बनाना है. What I need 5 developers max. एक QA, एक maybe database का आदमी 7 बंदे चाहिए. How much is the cost? 50,000 rupees, let's say. 7 into 50,000, 3.5 लाख रुपए महीने का, right? एक साल का 12, 36, 40 लाख, 40 lakhs plus let's put in another 10 lakhs operation फलाना लिखना, 50 lakhs, let's put in 10 lakhs buffer, 60 lakhs. Great, I can make the company 60 lakhs, right? And that's what they ask. Hold on, you can't make a company in 60 lakhs, right? Even if you're a tech guy and you're a genius, you need to market. And the greatest ideas need a lot of marketing. So the biggest challenge is most of the startups assume that marketing cost is zero. Right? Yesterday I was talking to one guy, he's in the rental space, rental of saris, clothes, bean bags, rental of everything. Right? He's saying that he will be profitable. So I told him that, look, statistically you can never be profitable. It doesn't make logical sense because per unit you sell, you rent out, you earn $100, as that's what he's claiming. Courier charges are $40, so you make only $60. The cost of acquisition of Flipkart, even after all this natak, is anywhere between $500 to $600. Cost of a startup for acquisition is about $1,200. Even the best guys can't acquire at less than $500, $400. So if you're going to spend $400 in acquisition and you're going to make $60 profit, right? I can't understand how you'll ever make profit. Right? He says, no, I will be able to get the acquisition cost down to $50, right? And I'll be profitable. No, I'm not going to believe that. Because if again, market में कोई मेरे पास proof ही नहीं है ना. If Flipkart with all its energy is still taking so much cost of acquisition, why will he do so less? Right? So the story has to factor in these costs. So if you're going to make a rental, you have to put in the thought, the figure that 600 rupees मेरा cost of acquisition आएगा. You can't suddenly imagine that $50 में तुम्हारा cost of acquisition हो जाएगा. नहीं होगा. Similarly, technology, because specifically talking about technology, because many of the people I'm assuming have a technology product. You have to factor in the cost of marketing of your product, right? Even Kiran makes a great product, but he spends money on marketing.
वही खर्चा होता है.
Nobody is going to buy a earth-shattering Wi-Fi thing if you don't market, right? You still have to market, right? Pepsi and Coke almost dominate 100% of the market, but they still market, right? So everybody has to do marketing, and therefore your cost must factor in marketing. Cost. Last point. Yep. Close after that, so that people have some question left. Right. Last bit, the valuation story. Right. So Anil explained a lot about valuation. I just want to explain one aspect from a pure pitching perspective. A, ask for reasonable valuations. Right. You are better off taking a 2 crore less valuation and getting funded than sticking for 2 more crores and never getting funded. Right. I'm on your side on this. Right. So what I'm trying to say is most of the startups tend, because of the market scenarios na, are asking for unreasonable valuations. And pehle ulta tha. Pehle people were asking for pittance valuation. So I have seen, I can't tell you the valuation at which Oyo Rooms raised the first round of funding. You won't believe it. So I won't tell you also. Right? But about 5 years ago, people have raised funds at 1 crore valuation, which is crazy because the entrepreneur is left with nothing. But ab ulta problem ho gaya. After seeing Flipkart's valuations and all, people have gone crazy, and even people of proof of concept pay, they're asking for 10 crore valuation. Be reasonable, right? How will somebody on a piece of paper give you a 10 crore valuation? Then all the startups come and say, no, but Grofers did it. Yes, it did it. But then doesn't mean everybody will be able to do it. There are a lot of other factors involved. So net what I'm trying to tell you is, see at the end, remember one thing. Do you know how much the promoters hold in Flipkart abhi? 7-8%, right? Less than 10%, right?
Yeah.
Suppose he had, in the first round, given a little bit less. How much would he have held? 12%. From 7 to 12% after 6 rounds of funding.
No. First
First में अगर वो ज़्यादा भी दे देता, after so many rounds the difference will be less than 1%. Because it's getting divided 5 times. Right? Remember, everybody dilutes at every round. So, after, if you're going to make a big story, at the end of the day, no, a percentage here or there is not going to matter. Right?
How bigger is the pie?
But what I'm saying is, if it's significant, it makes a difference. So what I'm saying is, if somebody is asking me 40% vis-a-vis 80%, it'll make a difference. But if I'm giving away 20% of my company or 23% of my company, it's not going to make a difference in any scheme of things anywhere. Right? But I've seen enough deals breaking for this much difference. Right? There was a deal I was trying to do for a social media digital marketing company in Delhi. Right? And digital marketing companies hardly get funded. They fought tooth and nail on the point that the investor wanted a valuation of 4.5 crores and these guys wanted a valuation of 5 crores. And finally they did not do the deal. Right? So what I'm saying is, आधा 1 crore का valuation and all is कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Life, move ahead, focus on your business, get to the next level. You'll have enough opportunities to in the next round to give less stake. So when in your pitch you're asking for a valuation, don't become unreasonable and start asking for crazy valuation. I've seen one guy, he's just come, I just got a thing, food delivery. So Hola Chef and Inner Chef and all, right? They create their own food and do the delivery of the food, right? They have some menu every day, right? So this guy is asking for about a 14 crore valuation and he does 100 orders a day, right? And Inner Chef does about 900 orders a day, right? Domino's does 65,000 orders a day. Now, I did some maths and this company can only get profitable after it makes 10,000 orders a day, right? After 10,000 orders, mathematically, it's pure mathematics. 10,000 orders ke baad hi a company like this can make profits, right? Pure mathematics, which means it has to be 1/6 of Domino's to be able to just break even and make profits, right? Today he's just making 100 orders. He's asking a valuation of 14 crores. right? I immediately left the deck. I said, was interest ही नहीं अपने को, right? Because it's not even reasonable. When you are saying that you have to become 1/6 of Domino's, right, to just make profit, and today you're asking for 14 crore valuation, which means that 10x to chodo, even if I double my money, it will be great. So valuations have to be as per the market, as per logical scenarios. Okay? So anyways, so that's broadly what I wanted to cover. Right? There are obviously a lot of other things, but I'll leave that out so that some questions can be asked.
So thank you, Vikas. I mean, we will have few more questions.
Yeah.